Hey there, Heather. There's Jeff Cutter Devin. Welcome me to an elongated OOTP matchup. It is September 15th. Lots of games are meaningless. There are 6 that are meaningless, are meaningful right here, right now. One of them is the 64 St. Louis Cardinals against the 1924 Washington Senators from Griffith Stadium. Right? Simply put, this game is important. If the 64 Cardinals lose today, they are eliminated. They will be uh, retracted. No, they will be They will be contracted. We are contracting 3 teams from each of the league AL and NL to make it a 70-team league, down to a 76-team league this year. We already know that the 1959 Dodgers and the 1984 San Diego Padres are going to be contracted. But here's the thing: the 3 best players from each of those 6 franchises, 3 best players, well, 3 best hitters and 3 best pitchers will be allowed to go to another team to continue their career. And everyone else will just give up on some players. So that's the way it's going to be in the offseason. So the 64 Cardinals know what to do. See the lineups here. We're going to do things a little bit differently. As you can see, one of the biggest things is simulate world and background. That means that because of the games that are meaningful right now, especially with the wildcard chase, those games will not be simulated. So team stats: the 64 Cardinals are 51 and 110. The 24 Sens are 67 and 94. Not bad. Washington better home than on the road, as per usual for St. Louis. The Sportsmen, they have their best winning percent. Well, if they win, they'll have their best winning percentage in any month. Well, 6 and 8, but they were a 393 last month in August. They keep getting a little better. Washington, on the other hand, 5 and 5 in March. That's not bad. They were 16 and 13 in July. That's pretty good. So both these things are 5 and 8 in the month of September. The Sportsmen, well, nothing to write home about. They're third last in stolen bases, but Washington is actually first in strikeouts. They've only whiffed 264 times. They're 5th in batting average. And this is a team that freaking sucks. Well, see the pitching. These Cardinals are going to have the most hits, the worst BAP, and the worst defensive efficiency. Washington has only struck out 206 times, and I bet you Walter Johnson's 90% of them. So anyway, we're going to start this game, but we are only going to do the 64 Cardinals batting stuff. So that's the way we're setting it up. By the way, this stadium hosted the first OOTP game of the year. Did you remember that? But I guess not. So here's both left to right. Freeborn Marbury will be trying to knock out these guys. Kurt Flood. Right to Furpro. Line drive. Here comes Grote. Grote will dive one. Base hit. A big hit for him. Today's game will be by the Washington Post. And here comes White. Bill White, ground ball double play. Got it. Alright, so no score. Washington didn't score, so here's Boyer. Boyer, base hit. So Boyer's got a hit. Now, if the 64 Cardinals win, that's big. But if the 69 Expos somehow, in some way, shock the New York Yankees, then by tiebreaker, it would be the 64 Cardinals. So they need to win and have the Yankees help them out. Well, it's the New York Yankees, what do you expect? Here comes McCarver. McCarver drives it to left center, back at the fence, and caught by Gosselin. Who's Gosselin? Washington's not going to tank. Here's Morgan. Morgan ground ball, double play ball. Got the double play. This Joe Morgan is the one who became the Boston manager in the late 80s. Still deadlocked, half inning. Washington still has not scored. Here's Maxwell. Maxwell drives it to right field. Did he make the catch, Rice? He did. That's Sam Rice, all right. Here's Gagliano. Gagliano, ground ball. Give it to Furpo. Yeah. Gagliano hit a grand slam, if you remember, against the Toronto Blue Jays legends at Sportsman Park. 2 out for Doug Clemens. Doug Clemens. Oh, that's a big drive. Right field back. Say goodbye. That one. Dougie Clemens may have been the biggest hero in the who's people watching the 64 Cardinals. He might have just gotten them still in the season. Marbury must be pissed. Here's Flood. He had done pretty well. Flood to center, caught. Washington will need a run. Well, Bob Gibson. You got to use your best guy. And Washington tied it up at 1. So here comes Grote. Grote ground ball. That's from the hole. 5-3. Yeah. And now it'll be White. Got him. Bill White whiffs on a fastball. First key play of the day for Boyer. Boyer will drive on the left. Dunks it in for a base hit. And now it'll just be a single. That's the good news. Here's McCarver. McCarver drives into center. This is trouble. This is trouble. That'll bounce off the wall. The center. And they're going for the run. Oh my, what a relay, Gagnon. They have the 27 double by McCarver, but they can't score. What a replay. What a job by Gagnon, the shortstop. Throwing it to the catcher, Rule, and that's an out. Let's watch the replay. I want the replay. Okay, so McCarver hits it to center field, bounces off the wall. Okay, great. Now watch this. He's got to watch the shortstop. He knows he's going home. Oh, he's dead duck. Washington does not score. Here's Morgan. And Morgan gets a walk. Here comes Maxwell. With the bunt. Good bunt. Only one play, that's the first. So Maxwell does his job, and here comes Gagliano. Gagliano ground ball to the wrong side of the infield. Can't move the runner over. 2 down. And here comes Dougie Clemens. Clemens ground ball. Not here this time. And they got him, so it's 1-1. Gibson's thrown 38 pitches, so nothing to worry about. Still tied at 1. Here comes Flood. Kurt Flood, ground ball, 4-3 on the scoreboard. Yeah, these teams are definitely not going to make anything. So I think they're going to probably just let them go till they bleed. Ground ball, 6-3. Yeah. And now here's Bill White. White ground ball. Flip it to first. Furpro's done pretty well. The Cardinals just can't score. It's 1-1. On to the 7th, it's 2-1 Washington. Here's Boyer. Boyer ground ball, 6-3 on the board. Yeah. Several Marbury's thrown 63 pitches, so he's done okay. Here's McCarver, who had that double, who was supposed to get an RBI double, but Washington made that great throw. 2-1. Here comes Joe Morgan. Morgan will get a base hit. That's a key hit for him. 2-1. And now it's up to Maxwell. Maxwell. 3 for 26. Maxwell hits at the center and caught. The crowd rises. It's a 7th-inning stretch. This is a critical stretch for Washington. Could they be the ones who knock the 64 Cardinals out of the lead alongside the 59 Dodgers and 84 Padres? Now, I know you're probably thinking, will LA and San Diego get these stadiums, like Memorial Stadium and Jack Murphy Stadium, for their use? I don't think so. Considering how good they've been at home with the stadiums they have now, I wouldn't do that. Alright, so half inning. There's now 2-1. 8th inning, Phil Gagliano against Furbo Marbury. They're both at the end of the road. Ouch, and he's hurt. He got Gagliano. That is not a good move. So it will be Alan Russell, the closer. So their bullpen is cold. Washington's bullpen is exhausted. But Wingfield's the closer. You got to use him. Here's Clemens. But down the first base line, so they only have one play. Nice job by Clemens, the sacrifice. Got Clemens second, and here comes Kurt Flood, who's 0 for 3. But they want Flood. He's a critical part of this team. Flood, that's a bit. Oh, I thought it was a base hit, but Daniels snatched it. I thought that was the hit for Flood. Wow. And now here comes Dick Grote, former MVP. And a mistake. Wild pitch by Purple. Grote, right around third. Can he tie it up? And he does. Base hit for Dick Grote. We are tied at 2. And now Bill White comes up to the plate. They'll let him hit. A topper, throw to first. They got him. It's 2-2. They're not dead yet. Chick Edgar will go up against Gibson, who's thrown 73 pitches, but I don't think he's. So Harry Fanuc and Mike Cuellar are warming up. I didn't know Mike Cuellar. I guess they got Cuellar somehow. So yeah, that would be huge. So I think they're gonna for Wingfield if Washington scores. If they don't score, it's Russell. Here's Gagnon. Gagnon swings to right field. Looks catchable. It is catchable. Working pounding his hit. Sam Rice is coming to the plate. And ball 4. Gibson has walked 2 but not only strikeouts. Here's Profro. And they are going to go with Peckinpah. You might as well go with Peckinpah because he's going to be the DH. Peckinpah, ground ball. This could be 2. This will be 2. So Gibson gets out of that mess. 2-2 tie, and I think we're going to see a pitching change. Russell's coming into the game. You might as well. Ken Boyer will stay in. Might as well stay in the game. Ken Boyer. Boyer ground ball. 5-3. Yeah. Blues. They are going to take Fanuc out. They want to warm up Bobby Shantz, but he's the closer. But this is the one they need. Tim McCarver is coming to the plate. McCarver floater 4-3. Got it. They need this because a win puts pressure on the Expos. Joe Morgan, the right fielder. They are going to yank him, and it will be Mike Shannon. Has to be Mike Shannon. They need some base runners. Shannon drives it. This is trouble. That's going to go off the top of the wall. So Mike Shannon's got a double. Mike Shannon with a big double. They didn't put him in because of how cold he was. He's got a double. Dale Maxwell is not going to come to the plate. It will be Johnny Lewis. They need this. They need that run. Ball 4. First and second. And here comes Phil Gagliano. And they're going to yank him for Julian Javier. I would have won with Spezio, but Julian Javier has to come to the plate. Popped up. Oh. And fell ground. Javier thought he had it. It's 2-2. Washington needs a run. Mike Shannon will go to. Well, Javier goes to second. Mike Shannon goes to. I'll be out here. Right field. Yeah, Mike Shannon to right. We got Gibson, who's run 80 pitches. We got Goose Gosselin. Nope, you're going to go with Cuellar. We've got to go with Cuellar. Goose Gosselin to the. So Wingfield will warm up, and so will Speece. Will they use Wingfield? We'll see. Anyway, Gosselin will pitch against Cuellar. What happens? Cuellar, it's a base hit. It's a base hit for Gosselin. His 3rd of the day. Base hit for his 200th hit for Gosselin. Here's Joe Judge. And ball 4. Uh-oh. First and second. First and second for Mighty Rule. And they're going to yank him for. They're going to yank him for Pinky Hardgrave. Because Rule can botch it up. Here's our great. Ball 4. Uh-oh. Cuellar's in trouble. Lebo knows. Just hit one deep. And that's it! That's it! Washington wins! Nemo the hero. The 3-2 score has just eliminated the 1964 Cardinals. They are going to be contracted. And Canada, you will still have a second Expo team. You have the 94 Expos. You'll still have the 69 Expos for this year. They are safe, no matter what, against the Yankees. Wow. Well, big win for Washington. St. Louis cannot believe their luck. They lose 3-2. Nemo Lebo did it. Yeah, they tossed and turned. That's right. Clemens went deep for the 5th one. Why do we get the RBIs? Rice, Judge, and Liebold. Purple Marbury went 8 innings. Then they went with Russell, who saved the day. Cuellar is the loser. He might not even. Bob Gibson, I don't think they'll let him pitch. I think they'll probably think something else. So, that is that. It means that 69 Expos, no matter what they do against the Yankees, even if they lose, the 64 Cardinals were on thin ice. So we are going to quick play that. And it ended up being a 11-6 win for the Yankees, Pettit being Renko. So, yeah, I can kind of guess. But the 69 Expos are still alive for at least one more year. All right, so let's go to the National League. And let's take a look at the 1918 Boston. Let's take a look at the 1918 Boston Red Sox. They're 0-2. So is the 57 Braves in the race to stay out of the contraction race. We know the 1919 Black Sox and the 44 St. Louis Browns are out. Chicago actually might. I think they said the White Sox might move into Old Comiskey to play their games and leave Guaranteed Rate Field. Yeah, I would do that too, unless you win the title. So, yeah, so the Sportsman Park will be gone completely. LA Memorial Coliseum will be gone completely. And Jack Murphy Stadium will be gone completely. So, yeah. All right. So, let's go to the 1918 Red Sox. They are hosting the 2011 Texas Rangers, Jerry Robertson versus Dick Ellsworth. If the 1918 Red Sox lose, no matter what the 57 Braves do, they are really safe. At Fenway Park 1920s. I wonder what that park entails. I forget. We're going to do human control. I think Boston said they're going to probably keep their stadium the way it is. I think Boston. I can't remember Boston Stadium. They simulate world. No. All right, so Napoli's not. So they're going to go with Torrealba. I would have went with Teagarden, but they're trying to eliminate the 1918 Red Sox. They're told, you can eliminate these guys. Kinsler. No, Kevin Cash is going to come in and play second base. The 1918 Red Sox. Emil Strunk is not doing so well. Well, he's hurt, so they'll have to go with Stansberry, who's 6 for 77. Walter Barber is gone, so they'll make a second change themselves. So Fred Thomas will play third base. So they got their main guys, except for Stansberry. And Root for that matter. Team stats, Arlington 78 and 83. Not half bad. If they win, they're 4 games below 500. The 1918 Red Sox have lost 106 games. They're better at home than on the road. So Arlington. Arlington actually ended up 17 and 12 in May. Not bad. The 1918 Red Sox were 6 and 3. And they have been pathetic. They're 1 and 12 in September. That's probably going to lead them to be contracted. Look at the batting. Except for strikeouts. They don't strike out a lot. They're 9th in stolen bases. Okay. But look at this. 5 categories, they are last in the National League. If they win, it'll be a miracle. Arlington, middle of the pack, 2. Arlington is 5th in BAP and 7th in defensive efficiency. Okay. The 1918 Red Sox have only given up 84 home runs, but they are low on strikeouts and walks. A lot of people are probably saying, why are these two teams, Arlington and the 1918 Red Sox, in the National League per se? Simple, because I'm trying to make sure no conflict of interest happens. That two Texas teams in the same league, but I might be making a change too. We'll see what happens. All right, so Dick Ellsworth is being tasked to do one of the biggest moments of all time. Today's game brought to you by Gem Razors and some health thing. Yeah, I think the Red Sox would like to play in that stadium because they would have the left field wall, not the Green Monster, but I think they're going to think twice. All right, so we're going to just go to the Red Sox half of the first. Arlington already has just scored, so Robertson will be trying to ruin these guys. Here's Stansberry. Stansberry ground ball, 6-3. Lifebuoy also sponsoring today's game alongside Gem Razors. The Red Sox might want to play in this ballpark, but I wonder if you can play in these ballparks even if a team doesn't play in them, like as a neutral site game. I would love to see that. So ground ball out, and here's Stuffy McInnes. And Robertson gets him on a sinker. 2 down, and here comes Babe Ruth. Ruth swings into center field. This is trouble. This will go into that area. And Ruth didn't get a good look at that. If I were Boston, I might try to think about that because you might fool them. But anyway, double for Ruth. And here comes Harry Hooper. And ball 4. Walk there, and here comes Shang. Shang will float, 1 base hit. Going for the time run. Got it. Ruth slides, he's safe. And Wally Shang makes it 1-0. Here comes Fred Thomas. God, Fred. Robinson with the strikeout, but we are tied at 1 apiece. Arlington did not score, so now here's Hopplesel. Ground ball 4-0. Oh, that a mistake. Cash bobbled at E4 on that one. Here comes Scott. Everett Scott base hit. Yeah, I would do it for the Red Sox. I mean, it would be nice to go back in time. Here comes Dave Sheen. Dave Sheen will drop it in base hit. And they're going for the lead run. Oh, a Cruz gets Hopplesel. So that's the big out. Here comes Stansberry. Stansberry green ball. Double play ball. Nope, they'll only get the 1. Scott goes to third, and here comes Stuffy. You picked him off. Snap throw by Robertson. Big mistake. E1. It's 2-1 Boston. Fly ball. That would have been a key out, but nope. McInnes now. So if the Red Sox do win this game, then we have to keep an eyeball on the 57 Braves game because then they lose, they're out. Arlington just scored 3 runs. Wow, well, that sucks. Ruth. Babe Ruth drives it. Uh-oh. That's way gone. Say goodbye. That one. 493 feet. Wish he wasn't a pitcher. He would probably be one of the big sluggers in the majors. But it's now 4-3. By the way, Dick McCabe and Sean Dubach are throwing the pen just in case. Here's Hooper. Hooper down the line. That's going to be trouble. That's going to head for the right field corner. Yeah, I think the Red Sox might think about playing this park. They can fool these guys. He's going to double his 40th, and here comes Wally Shang. And walked him. Oh boy. First and second. That was into Thomas. Thomas, ground ball, double play ball. They got the double play they needed. Cooper's the third though. And here comes Hopplesel. Hopplesel ties her up. So they're not going down yet. It's 4-4. Now, of course, this park will be the 1918 property if they make it. So now you're a little worried. Derek Holland and Michael Kirkman. Her lefties are going to throw in the pen. Here's Scott. Scott ground ball, 6 throws somewhere. Throw the first. Got him. We are tied at 4. So this is huge. Score is 4-4. Here's Sheen. Sheen ground ball, 4-3 on the scoreboard. Yeah. Here comes Stansbury. And a ground ball right to Moreland. 2 down for Steffi. Steffi throws it to center. Catchable. It is caught by Corbon. We are tied at 4, headed to the 5th. And Ellsworth will not give up a run. Here's Ruth. And I think they're going to go with a new pitcher now. Ground ball, base hit for Babe Ruth. See, he's better as a hitter. Wink, wink. And it will be Sad Sam Jones and Walt Kinney warming up in the pen. Ground ball, double play. Well, they'll get the 1 out. Texas, I think, is going to... Feldman and Tateyama are warming up. Got him. Chang's out. Strikeout number 3 for Robertson. Pitch, ball 4, Hooper. Well, Robertson walks again, and now they'll probably yank him. It's Hubble. Hubble, ground ball, flip it to first. Robertson gets him, tie game. They'll probably make pitching changes. Both of them will. Chris Davis is a lefty, so they'll go with the lefty Kinney. And that move worked. And Tateyama is going to come into the game for Texas to face Scott. So Tateyama is going to play. This is his 20th game. Scott right to Tateyama and an out. Machine. Ground ball right to first. Moreland knows what to do. 2 down for Stansbury. Stansbury drives it to left. But Hamilton makes the catch. We are still tied at 4. Headed to the 7th. Everett Scott got hurt. Oh my gosh. So now they have to use Eusebio Gonzalez. They have to use him. Who the hell is this guy? Eusebio Gonzalez. Some kind of prospect, I think. Well, he's 26. I don't know. I need to know more about him. His history. Okay. Here. Alright, so top of the 7th. Nothing, so bottom of the 7th now for Steffi. Steffi to center and cut by Bourbon. Here's Babe. Babe Ruth swings into center. Cut. It was a great to Bourbon. Julio Bourbon, that is. I gave it 4. Here's Hooper. Hooper drives it to left field. Where is it going? To Hamilton's glove. We're still tied, 4-4. Kinney's done pretty well for himself. Well, it's now 5-4. Tateyama's thrown 2 innings of relief. Here's Wally Shane. It's 5-4. Shane, the center, drops in. Tateyama. Now Texas, you gotta be worried. If you're Texas, Tateyama is gonna, so it'll be Mark Hamburger? That's a real guy's name. And Derek Holland will be coming in to pitch. Actually, you might want to warm up. I'm going to warm up Darren Oliver. Well, this could be the save that ruins Boston's season. Here's Fred Thomas. And they are going to yank him for Barber. Walter Barber. Any bunts? Gotta find the bunt. Barber does his job. First out, sacrifice hit. Shine to second, and here comes Hobblesole. And they're going to yank him, and I think it's going to be Hack Miller. So Hack Miller is going to come into the game to DH. Miller going ball to the wrong side of the infield because the runner can't move to third. 2 down for Xavier Gonzalez, who came in for the injured Everett Scott. Gonzalez does a base hit. They were playing too deep. They're going to tie. No, they won't. Most of them are warming. They would like to get hamburger out their machine. They're going to let him in. And no, Moreland is going to do his job. So Arlington will probably have Darren Oliver come in for the save situation. 5-4. So Barber will go to third base. Kinney's thrown 3 innings, so they're going to probably need... And so Dubuck and Jones are going to warm up. Adrian Beltre will stay in the game. Beltre to left and drops in for a base hit. That's going to go to the wall. That could be a double for Beltre. It will be, so Beltre gets a double. His 200th hit. Here comes Josh Hamilton, who's got 2 RBIs already. Hamilton drives it to left field. Is this the gopher ball? Oh, that looked like a gopher ball. I thought Josh Hamilton had just iced it for the 1918 Red Sox to be eliminated. Nope. Runner on second for Yuva Torrealba. They're like, yeah, why not? And the Wacom. Brutal mistake. Why would you walk him to get to Kevin Cash? And Kevin Cash will not... See, yeah, it won't be him. It'll be Omar Quintana. I'm surprised. They're like, Kevin Cash can't do anything. So they're going with Quintana. And Omar with a base hit. That's a big hit for Omar, and they're going to the play. Oh, man. Beltre, he's out, 2 outs. It's a base hit. The inning is not over yet. Now you got Chris Davis, Crush Davis, as they call him. And ball 4. So Kinney missed. Jones is ready. Now they'll have to throw him in. They're going to... Julio Bourbon's 2 for 4. And there's a bases loaded to let Bourbon come in. Bourbon, ground ball. Well, Arlington will have a 1-run lead. Boston needs to do something here in the bottom of the 9th. And Quintanaro will go to second base. And it will be Stansbury, but they're going to make a change. They need Strunk. They need him. So they are going to make the change for Strunk, and that means Oliver will come in for the save. He needs to. 34 saves. He got him! On a curveball. He got him. Steffi McGinnis is 1 for 4. He's a good hitter, so why not? Steffi ground ball. Quintanaro! Got him! 1 more out. Babe Ruth, he's 3 for 4. Will he prolong the season? No, he won't! Fastball swing and a miss! And Arlington has just eliminated the 1918 Red Sox. They will be contracted. The 57 Braves survive for another year. A 5-4 win, a close win. Arlington survived. Babe Ruth was 3 for 5. But the 1918 Red Sox lost the last 7 games. And Mitch Moreland is kind of the hero. 2 RBIs by Hamilton, 1 by Torrealba, 1 by Cash, and 1 by Moreland. Ruth went deep for the 9th time. But that doesn't do it. Ellsworth tried. Kinney pitched too many innings. Well, that Tadayama gets the win. He's 4-0. Darren Oliver is 35th save. That's a big save. And Everett Scott was injured. That does mean that The 1948-57 Braves against the 1920 league winners, Conley versus Ule. That is a moot game. And that game ended up being, well, the 57 Braves lost 9-4. Ellison beat Conley. But the 57 Braves have survived for now. You know, the 1918 Red Sox are contracted with the 1919 Black Sox and the 1944 St. Louis Browns. So Boston, I'm not too sure. They'll keep their stadium alive. I think the White Sox are going to move to Comiskey. I should check the 1919 Black Sox, where their stadium is. Well, they won their last game. Info. I want to see their ballpark. 1910's Comiskey Park. Okay. So yeah, I think the White Sox actually said they might actually move to the ballpark, which means Boston probably will do that too. All right. So the contraction races are over. However, there's one more race left in the major leagues. It's Boston. It's Seattle. Both teams have 103 wins. So you're going to manage the game. Eric Hansen versus Hal Newhouser. So Seattle's got a good pitcher, so does Detroit. So this will be that's on that. Griffey Jr. is cold, so they will put Dave Henderson in. Alvin Davis is hurt, so Richie Sexton is going to get the call at first base. Kind of a weird move. And they are going to put Harold Reynolds at DH and not Ken Phelps. I don't think they can have Ken Phelps. So they are going to change Reynolds for Pascal. So A-Rod will bat fourth. Or is it no? No, sorry. It is. No, you have to go with the lineup that positioning. Detroit. Evans is cold. So they're going to use George Kell. And they're going to go just with some guys, team stats. Seattle is 62-19 at home. Their home stats are great. 76% at home, 51% on the road. Detroit, not that bad, but they have 118 wins. Seattle started off cold, 2-8 in March. They picked up a bit, but May they were really cold. But they have been hot. Look at that, 29-12 in their last 41 games. The Tigers, well, they started out good. Double-digit losses in August, but they're 11-2 in September, so they are on a hot streak. They are second in the AL in batting average, second in hits. Well, you got Ty Cobb. What do you expect? Third in on base and third in runs scored. Seattle's hitting, well, they're fourth in stolen bases, sixth in home runs. So you can tell Seattle's pitching, yeah, all right. But strikeouts, well, Randy Johnson. Detroit is top 5 in every category minus home runs allowed. So the Tigers have got some pitching. Just like the other games, we will only do Seattle's at-bats. They really need this. Boston will be waiting with fingers crossed. We could have a one-game playoff. Neutral will lead off against Jim Lennon. And a bunt. He's going to try to fool Detroit. But that's not it. Detroit's 3-2 against Seattle. Jim Lennon's 22-4. He's fourth in the AL and wins. Detroit's third in stolen bases, but Detroit tries to stolen base. Doesn't work. It's on one. Pascal drives it to center. Is that Anderson? Yes. Today's game ready by Comerica and Rude. This but's for you, Detroit. You can see Henderson. Henderson, ground ball 6-3. Yes. So, that's it. Baker Jr. has been close. 1, 2, 3, Seattle stand. They do have Eric Hansen, 1906, trying to win number 20. Detroit just scored in this first and the second. So here's Reynolds. The other one came Phelps, so ground ball out. Here comes A-Rod. 2 home runs. A-Rod, Dump the base in. That's 170 hit. Here comes Richie. Ouch! Sexton is hurt. Sexton is about to shake it off. If I were Sexton, I would just. Wow, he's good. Yeah, the center. Hot again. Open. One behind. Here comes Cameron. Mid-range Georgia. By Cameron to left field. Caught! So, Mariners can't get anything done. That's winning. Second inning, still unaffected. Here's Wilson. Wilson. May flip one. Caught by Kayla. Here comes Sasuke. He threw ground ball first base side, and he's out. Greenberg does his job. 2 down for Omar. Omar flips it, but this will be catched by the catcher, and that catcher is Freehand. Tigers up 1-0. 2.5. Fourth inning, and it's still 1-0. Here's Henderson. Henderson to right field, drops in, base hit. So, great hit for him. Here's Reynolds. Reynolds through the infield. In play. They can't. Triangle can't get Harold. So that first and second for A-Rod. But he has 1 point. He hits it to left, and bounces off the ball. That's what's happening. Alex Rodriguez will have a double. Second and third, no outs for Richie. Sexton drives it to left, trying to get a run across. Seattle knows what they're going to do. The winner will probably have to play somebody. I don't remember. I think the Yankees are number 1 when they're hit. Yeah, I think so because they won, so the Yankees are the 1 seed. So whoever gets the 8 seed will replace the Yankees in the case of 3. I guess it's 3. Here's Ian. Ian drives it to right field, drops in. He'll score 1, and that would be all. So Pros, Ian makes it 2-1. Here comes Cameron. Cameron drives it to right field, cut. That's for Wilson. Wilson, with the runner going, nicely done by Seattle to get the baseball point. So Dan Wilson makes it 3-1 Seattle. Now let's see what Ichiro can do. Ichiro will do that, 4-1. So the Tigers are like, whoa, Seattle is just making a play. It's 4-1. So Bunning is definitely going to have to watch from the sidelines. Todd Jones is going to warm up, and they will warm up Hooks Doss, too. So Fiskel's back up. And Fiskel will poke the base hit. End up poking the base hits, and safe. RBI single for Fiskel. Seattle have figured it out. 1 Jim Bunning. Henderson drives it to center and looks good. So Seattle puts 5 up on the board. They got a chance. They're 5-1. And it's now 5-2. The Traders scored. Bunning is going to rest for Jones. Yeah. So Todd Jones will come into the game for the Tigers. With Reynolds. Ground ball 4. Phillips bobbled at E4 on that one, man. Jones is from 20 innings since he's able. Runner goes. And safe. Reynolds was running, and then they blocked that throw. So Reynolds gets to third base. E2, and Reynolds gets his 1 base and advances to third in the air. Let's see what A-Rod can do. Nothing. Jones gets him on a fastball. 95 again. Here comes Richie. Richie ground ball. Only 1 play. And first, so Sexton gets an RBI ground out. 62. Plenty of distance for Hanson. Gia into right field. That's trouble though. Bounce off the wall. He's going to get a double out of this. So Dion does his job. A lot of people say, you can't rush Griffey. Well, Dion gets a double. Here's Mikey. Got Mike Cameron. Seattle gets two missed. It's been tried to play 162. Hanson's thrown 44 pitches. It's still 62, so I think we just let Hanson go. 6-3 on the well, with a 6-2 lead. Unless you are really desperate. We might as well just keep him in. Ichiro and Granderson makes his third diving catch of the day. Here comes Omar. Omar will place it to sharps. So Jones will probably be Hanson. Let's go to the top of the 7, 62. So Detroit has not done anything with Hanson. As long as Seattle keeps doing this lead, they'll probably keep Hanson up there. Ground ball, and now here's Harold. Harold's ground ball, first base step. Yeah. Somebody does that, and here comes A-Rod. A-Rod will go to the shortstop, out. So Seattle has a 6-2 lead. They want that 8th and final spot. They win, they'll need their AL North rivals, the White Sox, to do them a solid, take down Boston. You know it's the Yankees gonna, but you never know what can happen in the playoffs. I sure don't. It's 6-3, and I think Seattle said they will probably warm up some nuts. Artsma and Putz are going to warm up in the pen. 6-3. Yeah, I think Hanson will probably be out. Todd Jones has done 3 innings, so he's probably going to need some help. We're going to let him pitch. Sexton ground ball, 6-3. Yes. Here comes Dean. And ball 4. Jones walks him. Here comes Cameron. Got him! Fastball. 89 of the night. And now Wilson's coming up, so it'll be Benton, right? Yes. Al Benton will come into the game. He has not pitched this year, so this will give him a chance to get something going. But he walks. He had Danielson first and second for each. Retro ground ball. Gotta hurry. They do. Alex got him. 6-3, and I think this will be the time. And Putz will come in to deal with the setup. It's 6-3, so Artsma, it's Kasasaki, who will probably come in for one of his biggest saves in his career. Marcus Bell's 1 for 4 in the RBI. They do have a 3-1 lead, so I think they'll be okay. Ground ball 6-3, yeah. Nice Dave Anderson. Got him on the curveball. Nice jump by Benton. 2 down, and here comes Harold Reynolds. Reynolds, ground ball 6-3. Well, Seattle's got 6-3 lead. Now my question is, do keep Putz out there for the line for? No, the LK line coming in. Nope. You go with Sasaki right here, right now. You have nothing to lose. You have a 3-run lead, so you don't have to panic too much. Let's see what Sasaki can do. He's got 39 saves. And got him! K-line. K-line's pissed. Both fans 0 for 3. Ground ball, 6-3. Got him. So Sasaki's got 2. 1 more out. That's Tony Phillips. Got him! Game, set, match. Phillips struck out 4 times that game. Seattle wins the game 6-3. Now they have to wait for the White Sox to do them a favor and win over Boston. What a win for Seattle. I didn't think they could do it. 104 wins for the 8 seed. Wow. Hanson, the man from Kennington, New Jersey. Now he's got 20 wins on the season. A-Rod doing his job. Oh, that's Sasaki, 40 saves and 42 attempts. So, yeah, all that. Granderson and Kaline went deep off Hanson, but still, they won the game. Bunny drops to 22 and 5. Not good. Jones did decent. Benton, his first appearance. Hanson went to the win, 20. Putts his 11th hold. Sasaki hits 40th save. That's a big one. That actually officially means the Yankees are the 1 seed, Detroit's the 2 seed. There's one more game left. White Sox. Oh, it's not at Chicago. I thought it was at Chicago. So it's Eddie Cicotte and Cy Young. 2 20-game winners going toe-to-toe. All right. Human control for both. The White Sox are going to make no changes whatsoever. The Red Sox are going to make no changes themselves. So the lineups you saw are the lineups you got. Yep. The Red Sox are using Normal Fenway Park. I believe they're going to probably change ballparks to the 1920s Fenway Park. All right, so the White Sox are the victims. So we are going to sim buck the White Sox. They get no runs. All right, so Red Faber is coming to the mound. He's 16 and 7. Oh, they're going to change. They changed him. Fourth inning AL innings. Speaker's third, and Speaker drops it to left field. I think they might actually keep it. I would. Here's Pedroia. Runner goes. They pitch. Oh, pitch out. Speaker is out. Krasinski does his job. They knew it. So did Faber. Here's Pedroia. Pedroia drops, trying to drop a hit in, and nothing doing. Jackson says, not today. Just for Ted. Who's second in batting average. Ground ball, gotta hurry. They do, and they get him. 3 up, 3 down for Red Faber. Surprised they went with Faber. White Sox can't score. Here's Big Pape. Got him. But I thought it was Cicotte, but I think they're saving for the playoffs. Here's Rice. Jim Rice to center field and caught by Felsch. 1 down, 2 down for Boggs. Boggs swings it to right field and a catch. So Faber's done pretty well for himself. 2-2. 0-0. White Sox can't score, so here's Fisk. Got him. Faber gets him on a fastball. 91 on the gun. That's strikeout number 2. Petroselli, ground ball, 6-3. Yes. Got him. And now here comes Collins. All 4. Not good. The left Faber had him. Here's Speaker. Floater and nicely done by Faber. Gets out of it. Nothing doing. And the White Sox scored 2 in the 4th, so that's huge. Pedroia ground ball 6-3. Yeah. Nicely done. 1 down for Ed Williams. Ground ball, first base, flip it. You bet he does. Canerco does his job to Faber. Williams is up. Here comes Big Pape. Ground ball, Faber. Took too much time off of it. Faber bobbled it. E1. Careless error. That could be costly. Here's Rice. But Faber seals in and gets the big strikeout. So the White Sox lead 2-zip. Cy Young can't believe his luck giving up 2 runs. It's 3-0, and I think that's going to be the end of his day. Okajima-san is going to come in. And Slocum is going to come in and throw in the pen. Faber faces Boggs. Boggs will dunk it. Base hit. So the White Sox look like they It could ruin Boston's chances, but Seattle just won, so. Here's Fisk. Fisk, floater. Someone get it. You bet. Collins makes the catch. Could have thrown it on the fly first base, but he doesn't want to square. Petroselli, ground ball, double play. Faber has done very well for himself. Seattle fans should give Red Faber a gift basket. Cy Young's going to take it out, so Frank Thomas is out. So Slocum is going to come into the game. And nothing there. Here comes Collins. Jimmy Collins to center, and nice job to actually backpedal by Felsch. Just give him a base hit. Just give him a single. Here's Speaker. Punt. But it doesn't work. Faber gets him to second base. Good reflexes. Here's Pedroia. Ground ball, double play ball. The bat. So Faber is done pretty well for himself. Gonna get a big win for the White Sox. So. Oh, Slocum's hurt too. Oh my God. Did he do that? Slocum's hurt. I never would guess. So Daniel Bard will have to come in. So Bard will have to come in. Bob Stanley and Tom Bergmeyer will warm up. So Bard has to come in because Slocum injured himself. Typical Slocum. Red Faber's done pretty well through 6 innings. So they will get Ted Williams. Williams, right, and a catch by Jackson. Shoeless Joe says, screw you. I'm taking this ball. Here's Ortiz. Got him. Faber got him on an 89-mile-per-hour fastball. Let's strike out number 4. Here comes Rice. Rice will dunk it into right field, but it's just going to be a lonely single. It's your short right field. I think they might actually stay. But here's Boggs. Boggs. That's down the line. That's trouble. That's going to hit to that right field wall. And this will be a single. So Boggs with RBI doubles, 105 RBI, 3-1. Now you got to worry. Throw 79 pitches. I think we'll be okay. Here's Fisk. This ground ball, 5-3. Well, Faber gets out of it, kind of. But he might be coming out soon. 3-1. It's now 3-1. Faber's going 81 pitches. This is a close game. It is a close game. So they're going to go with Terry Forster and Matt Fortin to warm up. So they'll warm up some lefties. Rico Petroselli. They're going to yank him for Nomar. Give that. It's going to be Nomar. I say Valentine, but well, Boston's down 3-1. They know that Seattle's won, so they need to do something. Nomar drives it to the gap. That's trouble. That's going to go to the gap for a double. So Faber went through 6 good innings, and we thought, okay, that's it. So he's got a double for Nomar. Forster and Forden have to come in. Jimmy Collins is coming to the plate. Collins. The center field. Will they send over to third base? No, they won't. Felsch makes the catch. Here's Trish Speaker. Speaker will dunk it over the left field line. That's trouble. That's going to go to the corner. That's going to make it 3-2. Trish Speaker. I may have spoke too soon. 3-2. And Dustin Pedroia. And they will yank Pedroia for Door. They need some hitting. You know, they need hitting. So Bobby Door has to come in. Round ball, 5-3. Got him. So that's a big play. Runner stays at second. Forster and Fortin. Ted Williams. The Splinters coming in. So Fortin. They're going to go with Fortin. They need to get Ted Williams. They want to get Ted out of there. He's only thrown 7 games. Williams, will he tie it? No. So Fortin may have done the possible. 3-2, Faber, and now I think the White Sox definitely are going to go with Cards for 2 innings. Commercials come to play. Bob Stanley and Tom Bergmeyer are both cold. So the White Sox will warm up Chris Sale. He's the closer, after all. And it's 3-2. So Big Poppy is coming to the plate. If you're going to use Chris Sale for the save, you use him now. That's what they'll do. They'll use Chris Sale right here, right now. Because they know that they can help the Seattle Mariners out. Boston needs a run. Ortiz. And ball 4. Sale botched it. Jim Rice is coming in. Got him. Sale got him on that splitter. Red Box 2 for 3. Box. Floater. It will be caught by Appling. 2 down. 1 more out. Fisk. Can he be a hero? Ball 4. Sale walks him. Nomar Garcia-Parra. Can he be a hero? Nomar. Flip it! No! It's coming to miracle. The White Sox beat the Red Sox. Seattle, you got a playoff berth. Seattle comes out of freaking nowhere to steal the last playoff spot from the Boston Red Sox. Unbelievable. Red Faber is the hero in a way. Boston had this one, and it takes 104 wins to make the playoffs. The White Sox win 3-2. Red Faber is the hero with the win. His 17th. Chris Sale has 11 save out of 11 attempts. Lou Gepling did his job. It's 3-0. Collins was the only one to get an extra base hit off. 3 extra base hits, but not enough. Cy Young, 21 wins, will have to be enough. Slocum injured himself, then Daniel Bard did okay. Faber with the win, Fortin with the hold, Sale with his 11 saves. So the White Sox have sent both Sox packing. 3 stars, Cliff Floyd, Benito Santiago, Andy Pafko. I think that's all the games, I hope. Yep, that is all the games. So the playoffs start tomorrow. 4 games tomorrow, and then everyone will play on that day. So Lefty O'Doul is the batting champion for the Phillies. He's in the playoffs. Ty Cobb with the Tigers. He's in the playoffs. He wins the hitting crown. Seattle clinched the wild card. It's a shocker because it took 104 wins to get it. And Candlestick looks very bonds, but who cares? Because, they're out of the playoffs. The regular season ends. Expanded standings. Well, the Yankees put up 119 wins. Pretty good, don't you think? Boston, 103 wins for second. Third place to Baltimore and Tampa, both with 98. The bottom of the barrel was the 48 Braves, and they will be contracted. The AL Central, the Tigers, 118 for first. Minnesota, 108 wins for second. Kansas City, 97 for third. That's 1964 Cardinals are going to be contracted. The AL West, the Angels with 113 wins. Oakland with only 112. That's not bad. Texas with 100 wins, but they're not going through. They're third. 119 losses for the 84 Padres. 115 losses for the 59 Dodgers. Well, the 48 Braves have more losses, but I think they said because of the building. The AL North saw the White Sox number 1, 115 wins. Cleveland 110. Seattle 104. So 2 of the 4 wildcard spots to the AL North. Blue Jays were 97 up. That's the 69 Expos lost 112 games, but they're still alive because guess what? They're not contracted. The NL East, Phillies put up 121 wins. Mets 112. Marlins 103. Braves 103, but they both missed the playoffs. 1983 Red Sox was 107. Derby contracted. NL Central, Pittsburgh 112. St. Louis second, but 101 wins is not enough. Milwaukee 100 wins. the 1944 Browns and the 1919 Black Sox from the same division. That'd be gone. The NL West, San Diego puts up 120 wins. Dodgers won 15. Giants won 10. They'll be going. Two teams from the NL West have got wild cards. 54 Giants and 55 Brooklyn. 101 losses. That's pretty good for the NL West. Looking at the NL Central, 4 teams had more losses than the 54 Giants. The NL North, Washington, 107, Cincy, 104. The 75 Reds, 83. So, yeah, they put 2 major league teams down. They'll be probably more soon. 1920 Tribe, 102 losses. So, yeah. So, the playoffs. Number 1 seed Yankees against the number 8 seed Seattle Mariners. Let me see. The Yankees played 6 games against them, 5-1. So the Yankees are definitely in. They're number 1 in runs scored, 6th in against. Seattle's 14th in runs scored and 7th against. 14th, and they still made the playoffs. So this is just some of the stats against the Yankees. I don't really care. Now there are. Oh, it's best of 7. It is a best of 7. I thought it was a best of. Every round is best of 7. Okay. That makes my decision to do certain games actually work out in everyone's favor, I suppose. So Seattle will go with a 4-man rotation. It'll be Randy Johnson, Randy Johnson. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to do a different playoff video to get you guys ready for the playoffs on September 17th. It's just easier, okay? All right, but thanks for joining me for this long, very long look at the end of the season's league. I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.